Right, okay then. I was quite happy with having put some extensive content on this on my YouTube page recently. I was quite happy with the fact that I probably will be putting regular content on, even if the viewing figures seem to have dropped, but there might be many reasons for that. However, I won't dwell on that. Don't want to be accused of advertising myself. But after that last bunch of reviews, I was thinking, what am I going to review? What do I want to review? What's going to be easy to review? What would be more challenging to review? One game I knew I had to review was this game I bought for my DS recently called Advanced Wars Dual Strike. Now, this game is what's called the first, I believe, is what's known as a turn-based strategy game where you move little soldiers around a map and fight other armies on the screen on the map. Just like, well, I can't think of any other games because I normally don't play games like this because they're not normally my thing. But this one is a great game. I owned the DS game, not the DS, the Game Boy Advance version of this game, lost it, but never got into it. But this, maybe I'm developing a more extensive taste in games. But this has got that Nintendo magic because it's made by Nintendo. It's got tons of content, and that makes it something I really enjoy. Normally not my cup of tea, but fantastic. When you've got all these modes, you've got a campaign mode, which is your basic story game, your war room, which is maps, a versus mode to play against your friend, or you can play these maps against the computer again. More extensive content there. You've got survival mode, which I believe you have limited resources, and combat, which is something else altogether, but another thing, but I don't really want to get into that. So as I say, let's have a look at one of these individual maps then. Fair enough. Tell you what. So you've got all this stuff, so I think the best thing we can do is see the game in action. As you move your little troops around, your soldiers, your tanks, etc., you get animations as they battle each other, and you see how if you can knock your enemy's points down to 0 from 10, which is when their army, that particular little bit of army, is destroyed, or if they can do that to you first, then they destroy your bit of army. But let's have a look. Now there's lots of different, as you can see, little options there, and how many commanding officers there are, if you want a normal game or a DS game. I don't know all the nuances of this game. I'm picked a map, and I'm picking some character to be. They all have individual powers. Some can help heal the troops, some give them extra moves or speed, I believe. I see you've got all these different options for this, but I'm picking fog on or off. The weather, the landscape, icy, normal, desert, wastelands, normal, how many funds you have, all kinds of stuff. But let's just play it and see the game in action. But I don't know all the little nuances, but I do know that there's a lot of stuff on here, and even if you don't know everything, can't bother to learn everything, what everything means, still got to kill a game. So you can use the stylus to control this, but it's going to be easier for me for this review just to use the buttons. The buttons are all fairly straightforward, but this is a factory. Click on it. Got 5,000 funds. I'll create a mech troop, which is basically a normal trooper with extra powerful guns, rocket launcher guns, and military troop as well. That's pretty much all I can do, so I'll end day 1 of the campaign, and they're swapping commanding officers. I've obviously picked up a level where I fight 2 commanding officers, and they've created a couple of troops up the top there. Now, these blue buildings are there to be captured. So you can see capture, little animation there, little guidance, and he just needs to go for it one more time and he can capture that building. I'll move that guy out there. Now I'll move him to Actually, is that a factory too? Yes, it is. Move that guy there. And now I'll get myself a helicopter on the roster. And I'm out of funds again. I've got 1,000 funds, so... and infantry as well. Now, let's try and find another map. Here's a middle of capturing. If you capture a building, it can help replenish your troops' ammunition, because they can then use that base to that captured location to rejuvenate from. Oh damn, I keep meaning to press to supply themselves. So I'm going to see some supply himself there. I'm just trying to end this game so I can find a map where I can show you a battle in action. Unless... how far can this copter fly? Let's just end my go and maybe I can have the copter fly in battle. Oh, there he goes, he's captured it. I'm not sure how clearly this will come out on the screen, but then you get the idea. But let's see, there's all kinds of little strategies, like you can put your troops into recon vehicles and move them around. But let's see if I can now show a battle animation. I think the copter must be one where you put their troops into it or something. Actually, I have an idea. If I move that helicopter, sorry, a chopper off helicopter, it's never copter. Anyway, and then the battle, then we might see some battle animation. Maybe. Here we go. The commanding officers have just swapped. That probably means that they can double attack and use double specials, such as energizing their troops. Right, hella fun, loads of content. Does what I've described and what I've seen seem like your kind of game, or if not, maybe something even you could give a go and have and enjoy playing? Well, pick this up. I picked this up second-hand for £110. It was a hell of a bargain. So I will give this game a hearty 8 out of 10, if not 8.5, depending on how much you like the genre. And I highly recommend it. Another review over and out.